everybody. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IENetwork, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Boy, I tell you, these people be reaching, but I can't quite get it. It's way up there. I mean, come on. So, we're going to talk about this trending topic right now, and it's Zoe Kravitz. And everybody all of a sudden is outraged at Zoe Kravitz over something that happened, let's see, what was this? 6, 7 years ago? I'm not really sure how old Jaden Smith is now. He's in his 20s, I'm sure. But because Zoe Kravitz decided to step out and say something about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And as we as a bandwagon society have to do, we start bringing up old stuff of Zoe Kravitz that has absolutely nothing to do with Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. So Zoe Kravitz went on and said, she was on her Instagram, she was showing her dress, and she was saying, oh, here's my dress. And I believe this is the dress right here. She said, oh, here's my dress that I wore to the Oscars, and apparently we're smacking people now. Apparently we're allowed to assault people now or what have you. So people start going and digging into Zoe Kravitz past remarks about Jaden Smith, now who was 14 at the time. She made some comments about Jaden Smith, and then she made comments about him at 16. So when he was 14, and Zoe Kravitz is 10 years older than Jaden Smith, when he was 14 and she was 24, she made comments saying, I'm talking to him, and sometimes I look at him like, you're actually only 14. And she was saying how his personality, he's got so much swag, he's so much cooler than her. And she's saying, oh, I got to catch myself sometimes, and remember that he's 14 years old. And then she was saying stuff like, oh, I want to say to him, when you get older, we're going to hook up, right? But that's inappropriate to say to a 14-year-old. He's so handsome, this, that, and the third, right? So people are bringing this up as a way to say that Zoe Kravitz should not be saying Will Smith shouldn't be putting hands on Kevin Hart. Now, what does one have to do with the other? Absolutely nothing. Then they said that she's best friends. I don't know how close how accurate that comment is. I'm sure she's friends with, but I don't know whether Alexander Wang is her bestie. But Alexander Wang has had some public issues with assault. He's had assault, charges put on him or whatever. So people were saying, oh, I guess that you would rather him assault him in private like Alexander Wang does. Well, yes, actually, that would have been better. And I feel the same way. Let me tell y'all something. It's funny that these regular people are coming out trying to condemn Zoe Kravitz now. So this wasn't, if you're saying that she is a predator, they're calling her a predator. So was she not a predator last week before this thing with Chris Rock happened? Was she not a predator? If you think she's a predator, was she not a predator last year? So why are people just now bringing this up if they've been sitting on this information for how long? 7, 8 years? Why are you bringing it up now? Why? Because it's a bandwagon society. Social media is a bandwagon society, and they want to pick and choose when and who they want to condemn. And I said it to people before. Let me drop a bomb on you. Okay, so if you're really, if you're really upset, you're really going to be upset after this bomb. Zoe Kravitz, when Jaden was 16, initiated Jaden Smith, allegedly. We'll say allegedly. And you know why? If she initiated Jaden Smith at 16, you know why? Because his father was on public television, basically letting the elites know, here he is. He's ready. I'm offering my child. I'm offering my child off to Hollywood by trying to shove his tongue in down his child's mouth on national television. Did anybody call Will Smith a predator? Why? Because that was his son? Who tried to, and the son, if you go back to the footage, Jaden Smith was trying to run from Will Smith on national TV because he wanted to put his tongue down his son's mouth in front of the elites, in front of everybody to say, hey, I'm offering my son off to Hollywood. All right? Then they start bringing up, her father dated a 17-year-old at 36. I believe the 17-year-old was her mother, Lisa Bonet. So, but no one said anything. You know why? Because they don't live a normal life. In Hollywood, there's no such thing as pedophilia, as you can see. In Hollywood, you gonna tell me you have a problem with Zoe Kravitz flirting with Jaden Smith, but you don't have a problem with Woody Allen marrying his own stepdaughter when she was underage? You don't have a problem with Elvis Presley, one of the greats, maybe on the Mount Rushmore of music? You don't have a problem with Elvis Presley dating and marrying a 14 or 15-year-old Priscilla Presley? However she was when he started dating her? So you can't pick and choose just because you don't feel as though Zoe Kravitz is for our culture. That's the real reason why people are digging into it. Because they don't really like Zoe Kravitz because they don't feel as though Zoe Kravitz is a real black person. Because she's half black, but she carries herself as a white girl. It's okay for Doja Cat, but it's not okay for Zoe Kravitz. It's okay for Doja Cat to say she really doesn't like her black side. But it's not okay for Zoe Kravitz to say, the urban audience is not my audience. What people need to stop doing, and I'll get into initiation. People are going to ask me, what do you mean you initiated them? Okay, allegedly, that's what happens in Hollywood. You get an older person game to initiate you. So you could take that as you want it. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have been offering their children to the elites of Hollywood since they were both teenagers. Go look at Willow's pictures with that 24-year-old when she was like 16 years old, 15 or 16, and she's laying in the bed with a grown man. Did anybody say, oh my God, you have Willow with a predator? Just stop it. Stop your reaching. One has nothing to do with the other. This is Hollywood. They do not live the same life that we live. Yes, in regular life, that's egregious. She's a predator. She's weird. She needs to stay away from children. She lives a totally different life. You don't see Jaden Smith complaining and somebody said, oh yeah, she's mad because Will Smith told her stay away from Jaden. That is absolutely false. Will Smith never told Zoe Kravitz to stay away from my son. And if he did it, he did it in a jokingly way. Because he has never publicly came out and said, oh yeah, Zoe Kravitz, she molested my son. Stop it. They're not going to say that because they're down with it. That comes with it in Hollywood. When you get down with the GOAT, that's in your contract. You can date whoever you want to, no matter what their age is. Look at Demi Moore, shoving her tongue in this 14, 15-year-old kid with them glasses. kissing them all on the mouth and touching them and feeling them up. Nobody said anything. That tape resurfaced and nobody still said anything. But now you want to come down on Zoe Kravitz just because she's saying the same exact thing that everyone else is saying. So what, are you going to go dig into Whoopi Goldberg's past? Because Whoopi Goldberg also condemned Will Smith. You're going to go dig into every person's past that condemned Will Smith? Or is it just Zoe Kravitz because you don't like the fact that she said the urban world is not my world? Picking and choosing, bandwagon society, as I said. So, Will Smith and Jaden Smith, nobody's going to say nothing about Zoe Kravitz. You want to know why? Because they're down with it. That's his initiator. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IENetwork. Please like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your friends.